everyone, and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm doing the final video in my Disneyland Paris mini-series. So for the last video today, I thought I would just go over some reasons why I want to revisit Disneyland Paris. Obviously I only went there once in 2019, wanted to go back last year, but obviously COVID kind of stopped that, and so I'm kind of hoping towards the end of this year I can go back, and I just thought I would make a quick list of reasons why I wanted to revisit and share them on the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So first off, my main reason for wanting to go back is to do some of the attractions I missed out on last time, mainly Phantom Manor, because even just the facade just is incredible, and I've heard so many good things about that ride, and then obviously it was shut for refurbishment when I went, and I was so gutted. It was kind of like you could stand outside and you could see the facade but you can't go in, so it keeps that mystery going, which is great for when I can visit again and actually experience the ride for myself. But that is the main one I really want to go back for. Obviously Casey Jr.'s circus train, I want to go back, get the cred, it's the only cred I missed, and also the little boat ride in the same area as the circus train. I want to go and do that, as I couldn't really find my way around there, but also because I was so focused on everything I knew 100% I wanted to get done, I was very focused on getting those things done, so I didn't really properly explore the park to find those other things, which is something I definitely want to do the next time I go back. So in my last video I also spoke about meeting characters at the character breakfast and at the princess lunch, and also I queued for that meet and greet with Snow White, but I didn't really put aside much time for meet and greets, so the next time I go I definitely want to embrace that and do a lot more character meet and greets, especially with like Winnie the Pooh and Belle, as I would just love to meet them. Belle is one of my favourite princesses aside from Snow White and Cinderella, and she is the other princess that I just adore, so definitely next time I go my aim is to try and meet her, meet Winnie the Pooh, maybe meet Peter Pan as well, and just put some more time aside to meet more of those characters, because that is such a big part of the Disney experience, is the character meet and greet. So I am praying that, you know, I rode the rides to death the last time I went, so I think it is time that when I go back I also focus on getting to some of those character meet and greets. Another thing I really want to focus on when I next go to Disneyland Paris is to watch more of the fantastic shows and parades on offer across the resort. So obviously I saw the Disney Stars on Parade and Disney Illuminations over in the Disney park, but when I was in the Walt Disney Studios park there was some sort of Star Wars show going on when I was walking past, and I kind of caught the tail end of it, but it looked pretty cool. So if that was still going on when I went back, that is definitely something I would take time out to go and watch. Also when I was there it was Pirates versus Princesses, I think that was the name of the event, and there was obviously a big show with all the princesses coming out on a float to do some singing and a show, and I missed that. Again, I caught the tail end of it, but it is definitely something, if it was to return, I would love to go and see it. Again, it's because when I went I was so focused on getting on the rides I wanted to go on and meeting the characters I wanted to meet, and also doing all the extra experiences I booked in that took quite a chunk of my day. I didn't get time to really sit down and think, oh, this show's on at this time, let's go and see it. So that is definitely something I would incorporate into my planning for next time. Another huge part of the Disney experience is definitely the Disney Village. So when I went I was only really in the Disney Village to eat at the end of the day, so once the park had shut and before I went back to my hotel room. I would go and eat there, and then obviously on my last day I had some time. I went in the park, and then I went into the main shop in the Disney Village and did some last minute shopping to bring back some merch and some little bits and pieces. So I never really explored the Disney Village to the full extent that I could have done. So when I go back, I would love to have a wander around a bit more, maybe look at some of the other restaurants and just explore that a bit more, as it is such a atmospheric place on the resort that it's kind of stupid of me to have not gone and thrown myself into that a bit more. But by the time I had eaten my food every evening, I was just tired and wanted to go back to my room and just relax. But next time I will definitely make sure that I explore it to the full extent that I want to. The main thing for me when visiting Disney is it's like you're in a whole other world, and it's a real escape from reality in your day-to-day life. And after the year we've all had, like I mentioned in the previous video, a reason I want to get back to Disney, it probably sounds really selfish, is I just want that escape from reality for a bit. We've all been through different things in our personal life, and this has all affected us in some way, and right now I could just do with that escape from reality, walking around the park, meeting the characters, and just feeling very separate from everything that's kind of gone on, and just putting it to one side to just have some me time again, which I needed the last time I went to Disney, and I certainly need it again now. Another huge reason I want to return to Disneyland Paris is, of course, to experience the Princess Lunch again. I'm well aware that I may get some of the same princesses again. It would also be nice to do it and hopefully meet some new princesses at the same time, and also that food was just amazing and I just need that food in my life again. And I probably wouldn't do the character breakfast again, not that it's bad, I loved it, but maybe try a different experience. So I know they do lunches with the Disney characters, so I might go and try that out. So have a princess lunch one day and then do the character lunch another day, as there are so many different experiences that you can do at Disney, and I definitely want to embrace some new ones as well as returning to my favourite one from last time. Another reason to revisit Disney is, of course, to stay in one of their other on-resort hotels. Obviously I stayed in Santa Fe last time. I'd really like to maybe stay in the Sequoia Lodge, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, I'm so sorry if it isn't, or Hotel Cheyenne. Obviously I would love to stay in the Disneyland Hotel, but I would have to do some major saving up for that. And also I think the other one is Newport Bay Club, but I'm not 100% sure. I may have to check that and then just put a little thing in here. But yeah, I love the hotel I stayed in and I would definitely stay at it again, but also, again, to broaden that Disney experience, I'd love to stay in one of the other hotels and see what that has to offer, how different the rooms are, if the rooms are similar, any kind of differences with that stay. And I just, yeah, I think that again is a major part of your Disney experience, is to try and experience something a little bit different each time. Obviously for me it's easier to stay on site, so instead of going back to Santa Fe, maybe try out a new hotel as well. Like every theme park in the world, Disneyland has gone through some changes. Obviously a lot of things have been rethemed, or some storylines have been tweaked a little bit, like Tower of Terror now has 3 alternate stories you can get on the towers. So that is another reason to go back, is to see the changes across the resort. Obviously, like I just mentioned, the new Tower of Terror storylines, I'd love to go and see what I think of them, because I love the original so much. And then obviously all the rethemes like Rock and Roller turn into Iron Man, and all the new Marvel stuff coming. And once Frozen Land opens, whenever that may be, again, that's the change I'm really excited to see. So it's really nice, because loads of people ask me sometimes, why do you keep going back to these places when it's kind of, you've done it all before? But that's the thing, is every time you go, you notice, just like, even if it's the slightest thing, you notice a change. And that's why I love going back and visiting all these places, is to see the new changes and spot any differences from my last visit, as I think that's all part of the experience and why I've grown to love theme parks as much as I have done. My next point is pretty basic, but who wouldn't want to indulge in more Disney food? So for those of you who know me, I absolutely love Italian food, especially pasta. And on my last day, when I didn't have time to stop for food, I found the Lady and the Tramp style restaurant where they serve pasta meals, and I was so sad. Like, I wanted that food so badly and I didn't have time to go and eat it. So that is another reason I want to go back, is to go to that restaurant and eat pasta, because it's just amazing. Also, I didn't really indulge in many like Disney cakes or Disney biscuits from any of the bakeries, so I've been really good to myself for most of lockdown, apart from the odd treat here and there. So when I go to Disney, I plan on indulging on some good Disney treats, because it's just needed right now. Last but certainly not least, a huge reason to go back to Disney is that I would be able to go back and do what I love to do: ride coasters, visit theme parks, create videos for the channel in a place that I love. I cannot express how much I love Disneyland. It's, like I said, it's an escape from reality, and growing up loving Disney movies, whether that be watching a film with my nan, watching a film with my mum and dad, Disney has just been a big part of my life since I was little. So it's just a very special place to me, and it's what I love to do, like sitting on Tower of Terror all day, or riding the hell out of Hyperspace Mountain, and my traditional nighttime ride on Big Thunder Mountain. It is what I love to do, and I have missed being able to do those things over the past year. So I cannot wait to go back and start doing what I love to do again. So there we have it. That is the end of my Disney mini-series. I really do hope you have enjoyed listening to me talk about my experiences at Disney and the reasons why I want to go back. If you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a comment down below. If you've been to Disney, let me know what you're excited to go back and do. If you haven't visited Disney, drop a comment about why you want to visit, or what you're most looking forward to when you do go and visit Disney. Also, if you haven't yet done so, please do subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to little old me, as I'm loving creating this content. Even with lockdown, it's been fun just to have that time in front of the camera and share some stories with you guys. I am also going to be bringing a video from Richmond Park very soon over the course of the next week, so watch out for that. And then I've got some more sit down videos planned as well. So for now, I've been Lou, and I will see you guys in the next video.